Hey, all you golden eagles, you're listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. I'm your Tuesday, Thursday show host, Skylar Angus Barker. We've got a great show coming up with some information about Thad Cochran's parents sacrificed financially to send their children to college, and Tyshawn Hobson reporting on the Trey Reed's vigil. And don't touch that dial because Hughie Turlich will share some things that you don't want to miss. You're listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from Furniture Direct, with locations in Hattiesburg, Laurel, and Columbia. Are you looking for a deal? Lots of styles on a good value? You can find them on Facebook at Furniture Direct Hattiesburg for the latest specials and promotions. Or you can shop anytime at FurnitureDirectNow.com. You can see why Furniture Direct is your furniture destination.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. In USM campus news, Southern Miss to celebrate There's No Place Like Homecoming October 20th to 25th. In case you missed it, we've started the homecoming celebration at the University of Southern Mississippi. The theme for it is titled There's No Place Like Homecoming. Dr. Serena Cantrell, Associate Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, has this to say, quote, Homecoming Week 2025 at the University of Southern Mississippi is shaping up to be an unforgettable celebration under the theme There's No Place Like Homecoming. Our Student Government Association has been working hard to create a week full of spirit, tradition, and Golden Eagle pride. From theme days and student competitions to the parade and the big game, every event is designed to bring our Southern Miss community together and celebrate what it means to come home. Whether you're a student, alum, or faculty and staff member, homecoming is a reminder that there's no place like USM, end quote. From Hattiesburg to Hollywood, Southern Miss Theater students' short film earns multiple awards selected for major LA festivals. There's a new filmmaker on the rise right here at the University of Southern Mississippi's theater program. Shrijal Tapa has been selected for 3 major festivals in Los Angeles, which has earned him multiple awards and nominations. The short film, titled Sonder, works to confront a universal feeling of confronting your deepest fears to bridge the silence between you and a stranger. Thapa goes on to say the following, quote, attending a prestigious film festival in LA is a dream for any performing arts student and aspiring filmmaker. It's a rare opportunity to learn from and connect with talented actors and directors in the heart of the film industry. This experience represents my first significant step into the professional film world, and the networking possibilities will be invaluable. My hope is that Sonder will encourage viewers to reflect on their own experiences and choices. While it's presented as a romantic drama, the story reaches beyond romance to explore personal growth and the moments of redemption that may await on the other side of fear, end quote. In Hattiesburg news, Laurel residents received grants for roof repairs after 2020 tornado. Mayor Johnny McGee was at 2 disaster grant projects recently completed in Laurel yesterday. 2 residents received the disaster assistance grant provided by the Federal Home Loan Bank of Dallas in partnership with Priority One Bank of Collins. Both recipients received $15,000 for homes affected by the 2020 Easter tornado. Mayor Johnny McGee states the following, quote, it feels great for us to partner with Priority One Bank in helping somebody that really needs help with their homes, and we were able to do that today. We're glad to be a part of it because there's a lot of work that needs to be done on homes around the city, end quote. Hattiesburg Zoo giraffe ailing, feeling effects of aging. The Hattiesburg Zoo's giraffe, Sue Ellen, who is 25 years old, is experiencing age-related health problems due to osteoarthritis, which is a degenerative joint disease common in senior animals and humans alike. Dr. Julia McGregor, zoo veterinarian, has this to say, quote, Sue Ellen is currently on multiple pain management medications and joint supplements, and we have incorporated hydrotherapy into her care routine. Other treatment options aren't a good fit for her temperament, so our approach is focusing on maximizing her comfort through individualized care and ongoing assessment. End quote. The life expectancy of giraffes in a zoo enclosure is 25 to 26 years, while a giraffe in the wild lives to be around 17 to 20. In national news, Amazon web-based services recovering from outage that caused disruptions worldwide. Yesterday, Amazon Web Services were hit with a massive outage, which caused major disruptions around the world. The outage lasted several hours, with Amazon stated that most systems should be online and operational. The company found that 64 internal services were affected. Patrick Burgess, a cybersecurity expert at UK-based BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT, stated the following, quote, "So much of the world now relies on these 3 or 4 big cloud compute companies who provide the underlying infrastructure that when there's an issue like this, it can be really impactful across a broad spectrum of online services. The world now runs on the cloud, and the internet is seen as a utility like water or electricity, as we spend so much of our times on our smartphones." Appeals court allows Trump deployment of National Guard in Portland. The federal appeals court yesterday ruled that the Trump administration to send National Guard troops into Oregon, which is stated against the state's wishes. Judges Ryan D. Nelson and Bridget S. Bade stated the following, quote, "Rather than reviewing the president's determination with great deference, the district court substituted its own determination of the relevant facts and circumstances. That approach is error. Even if the president may exaggerate the extent of the problem on social media, this does not change the fact that other facts provided a colorable basis to support the statutory requirements." Dissenting Judge Susan B. Grabber disagreed with them, stating the following, quote, "Given Portland's protesters' well-known penchant for wearing chicken suits, inflatable frog costumes, or nothing at all when expressing their disagreement with the methods employed by ICE, observers may be tempted to view the majority's ruling, which accepts the government's characterization of Portland as a war zone, as merely absurd." End quote. We'll be right back with sports and weather after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277, and the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Now on for your sports. Southern Miss Athletics has an announcement. Homecoming is this Saturday, and the Student Eagle Club is excited to host a tailgate in Spirit Park before the Golden Eagles take on Louisiana Monroe. Tailgate details: location, Spirit Park. Time, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. There's free food and drinks, specialty giveaway items, and a great time with fellow Eagles. If you're not already a member of Student Eagle Club, it's not too late to join. Baseball to play Fall World Series starting Friday. The Southern Miss baseball team is going to play a best-of-5 Fall World Series starting this Friday, October 24th at Pete Taylor Park, Hill Denson Field. The game is set to play at 5 p.m. Admission is free, which also includes Game 2, Sunday, October 26th at 3 p.m. Games 3 and 4 are Tuesday, October 28th, and Thursday, October 30th, both at 5 p.m. If there's a fifth game, it will take place on Saturday, November 1st at 1 p.m. All games will be 7 innings. To keep up with all the Golden Eagle sports activities, head on over to southernmiss.com. Now on for your weather. It looks like it's going to be partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid-80s and lows in the lower 50s. There's a 20% chance of a stray shower, so keep a potential eye out for that. It is currently 82 degrees with our humidity at 56% and our wind at 6 miles per hour. Up next, we have Thad Cochran's parents sacrifice financially to send their children to college. Check it out.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
In Southeast Mississippi, we stand united for the most vulnerable in our community. Become a game changer and volunteer by calling United Way of Southeast Mississippi at 601-545-7141. We have one life. To live better, we must live united.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today and Southern Miss Radio. It seems that our Mississippi Moments was not able to be properly programmed, so we are completely and utterly sorry for that. We apologize heavily. Hopefully for the next show, we will be able to hear it properly. So we're going to go straight into our interview. Please welcome, with a Golden Eagle welcome, to Hughie. Hey, how are you?
How's it going, Skylar?
I'm doing pretty good. So first and foremost, for anyone who doesn't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am a graduate student here at the University of Southern Mississippi, and I am in my last semester.
I'm sorry. So it seems that our microphones were not being able to catch that. Can you just repeat your introduction just one more time?
Of course. Yes, Skylar. Can you hear me now?
Can we hear him? Okay, I think we got it.
I think we're good. Okay,
all right, there we go.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. It's Hughie. For you, I guess for those of you who do not know me, I am a graduate student here at the School of Media and Communication. I study just general communications with an emphasis in social media, AI, stuff like that. I am in my final semester. I am actually getting ready to submit my thesis, and
Wow.
So it's been a long time coming. I've been here since 2021.
Yeah.
After COVID, I was working at a hospital, and I decided that the medical field was not for me.
Right.
And it might have been COVID that gave me a bad taste for it, but I was not for it. So somehow I managed my way to get into PR and advertising here at SOMC.
Exciting.
And so I got my undergrad here, and then I moved into my master's program. So I've been here for a little bit now. So yeah, it's coming to an end, which is kind of crazy because it's like you always expect the end, but still when it comes to get closer to the point of like, hey, look, I'm leaving, it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
It's been an adventure, to say the least.
Yeah, and how would you rate your experience, or not rate your experience, but how would you describe your experience as different from being an undergraduate and now being a graduate student?
I would say that as I moved into my graduate position, like I took on more responsibilities. When I was an undergrad, I was still like a little nervous, a little shy, which was crazy. But now that I've moved up and I've learned and I've, gained, and I just ask questions. That's the thing. The more you know, the better. So I've just learned that it's not really me not knowing what I'm doing. It's me just getting the guidance to make sure I'm doing it correctly. And I mean, that's what education is. You stay learning. You're never going to know everything.
Yeah.
And so it's been a different transition. I know having to take on the new workload of, hey, research paper was a big change. But luckily I did have, a lot of writing in my background. Like it's obviously not the first time, but yeah, to say the least. And I thought my high school, 20-page paper kicked my butt.
Right.
This thesis was...
Yeah. How many pages was your thesis?
With my reference, it turned out to be 70.
Wow.
So
how was that for you? No, I get that.
It was an interesting aspect, like,
Yeah.
you know, just learning everything about research and how to actually tie in variables was
Yeah.
very interesting. And I mean, I'm still not perfect, obviously. There's still so much room to grow, but now that I know how to utilize data, view data, you know, gather evidence, it really helps. I mean, just in general, like, you just don't believe what people say sometimes, and, you know, gathering evidence and having
Yeah.
that on your side is like a really strong tool that I think people forget.
Yeah.
So it's been teaching me a lot, teaching me to persevere, and that I guess the ceiling is never where you think it is.
Yeah.
You can do way more than you think you can do.
Yeah, I mean, just like earlier, you were introducing Zotero, the way that you can be able to like speed up your research.
Yes, I actually, fun fact, I know you just learned about it too, but
Yeah.
I didn't learn about that until my second semester. And
Wow.
really just any student in school in general, I'm sorry if the teachers are going to be mad at me, but Zotero is like one of the best platforms for any type of research paper.
Yeah.
Anything that you have sources for, you just save it into your folder. You create folders for
Yeah.
each of your papers, and then all you have to do is just like add and edit citations through Word,
Yeah,
which
that's
is amazing.
it's so fantastic, and I thank you heavily because I'm sure this is going to help me so much for the upcoming semester and also this semester in general. So you're graduating this semester. How does that feel? Do you have like any nerves that's like on your shoulders, or like are you just kind of relieved that it's reaching the end?
It's sad that it's reaching the end just
Yeah.
because, I mean, Southern Miss is a family. So
Yeah.
it's like I know everybody here. It's like I talk to everybody, like nobody's a stranger, and if you are a stranger, you're not going to be a stranger for long.
Yeah.
So it's definitely hitting to home. And it's just really the question of what to do next.
Yeah.
So that's been weighing a lot, but just with everything going on, it's like it seems more harder now for students coming out of college to like figure out where they belong and if they can even get to where they want to
Yeah.
be. So it's an interesting time, and I feel like me finishing up school is meant to be because
Yeah.
now it's time for me to go out there and actually do something, make
Yeah.
change and stuff like that. So hopefully everything I've learned in the past 4 years, you know,
Right.
comes in together and really pushes me out there because, I mean, it's what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Do you know what you're planning on doing after graduation? Like, what are your hopes? Like, either for potential employment or just things you want to work on?
well, see, that's the interesting question.
Yeah.
That's the question. There's a few opportunities that have come my way. I mean, there's a law firm that wants me to work for them, but I don't
wow.
think my potential is set to be
Yeah.
at the law firm because it's really just land deeds and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And it's like I got a degree in communication to use it.
Yeah.
And so it was a good job, good money, great benefits, but it's like I also had to like weigh in like this is not what I want to do,
Yeah.
and I can make more of an impact elsewhere.
Yeah.
But there was a job at MGCC coming open, and then
Yeah.
I was going to look into applying to that, but I think I might need to get out into the field of media
Yeah.
and just focus on that because I mean I like the adrenaline. I need
Yeah.
something that's let's go,
Yeah.
learn more, keep going, don't stop. And
Yeah.
I feel like teaching I could use that and keep learning more, but it's like I want a wider audience to speak to.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
the media field is looking pretty heavily right now.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it one day at a time, trying to
Yeah.
get that degree first so I can say I got a master's.
No, absolutely. Did you have a favorite thing while you were here at USM?
Favorite thing here at USM?
So, like a favorite aspect, either professor or class or like the football games or anything like that. What was your favorite?
Interesting. That's also. It would have to be just the people I worked with.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's the family that we brought together. We've
Yeah.
created. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, and that's everywhere. I mean, if everything was perfect, I would be more suspicious.
Yeah.
But it's just the people I've got to meet, how many people I know now. My connections have grown, and it's really important because, you know, community is what you have. Community is who you set back on and who you rely on when you need things. So I think it's just knowing that there are people out there, you know, rooting for my success who have pushed me to get to this point. And big shout out to Dr. Maxwell, because
Yeah.
she definitely stayed on my head, but I think I stayed on my head more so I didn't disappoint her, which is great, because it's
Yeah.
like she was like, you're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just want to be here to advise you, because you have to set your own deadlines. And that's important for everybody. It's like,
Yeah.
it's always nice to have somebody there that's like, you need to do this, this, and this. But in reality, we got to self-regulate. Like,
Yeah.
we have to determine when we want things done and how we want things done. And I
Yeah.
think that's a lot of the issues, like, because a lot of times it's just like, why? And
Yeah.
so it's just remembering that this is for my success, not
Yeah.
necessarily to make somebody else happy, because I mean, yeah, that's great too, but we also have to remember that this is our life and you only get one, so
Yeah.
might as well go big or go home.
Absolutely. So just for some final things to cover, you've been working with SM2 for like ever since you were an undergraduate, right?
Yes. So actually, I have two separate positions here. So in the beginning, I did start at SM2. So I've been broadcasting. I've written articles. I actually just finished up some short form content this
Yeah.
morning. So I'm just using my ability to spread the voice of the people.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. Definitely in a time of right now, like when free press doesn't feel so free.
Yeah.
It's just, that's really what's been like edging me to go into the media field, because it's like there are so many things that are just slipping by and happening, and it's like this is not
Yeah.
okay. Like
Yeah.
we built America on free speech, and
Yeah.
we have these rights. I mean, it's just it's human
Yeah.
rights is what
No.
it really boils down to. So but yeah, I think. But after that, I got into my master's and I got me an assistantship, and that's
Yeah.
when I took over I guess you could say I'm like the PR, public
Yeah.
relations, advertising for the School of Media and Communication. So that entails of just running our social media pages, staying engaged with the students. I have designed our biweekly newsletter for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And for the before this semester, I was actually designing the student print. So I've been designing the layout of the
Yeah.
student prints for a little while now. But now we've got Cadence and Suvi, and they're doing fantastic. I'm really glad they caught on, because I had to teach everybody my jobs now that I'm leaving,
Yeah. Absolutely.
because I couldn't just like dip and be like, okay, good luck.
Yeah. Right.
But no, I've gained so much experience from here.
Yeah.
It's like, it's endless. So it's like I have so much to offer. So I'm really appreciative of SOMC, the School of Media and Communication, and all my professors, all the faculty, just everybody. They just make it worth coming in. Like
Yeah.
they make it worth succeeding. So it's very important. And I think it's also important that students know that these people only want you to succeed.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not that they're hard on you because they don't like you or this and that. It's like they're just here to make sure that you learn.
Yeah.
You're more educated. I mean, that's the point of paying for college. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. But no, my jobs here have been interesting. My final project for the School of Media and Communication, I'm actually making a full PR campaign pamphlet.
Wow.
So from top to bottom, it's going to have all of our branding materials, all of our, pre-scheduled events that we do every year,
Yeah.
and the design, the layout, just so people know that who we are, because I want it to keep succeeding when I'm gone.
Yeah.
So I just want them to have that to build off of. So they're not just coming in blindsided.
Yeah.
And then we started our ambassador crew this year. So this semester was the first semester we had an ambassador crew.
Yeah.
And they've really taken it up and went with it. They've been helping in my videos and short form content for social media, helping advertise for the school, showcasing what we can do and what we offer. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm hoping that, my bright star takes up the social media account when I leave. I'm trying to just work her into that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just all around. So, I mean, I even did the social media for SM2 for a semester.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've been in radio. I worked in the radio station for a little while. I was a show booker, and then I also I did engineering. So,
Wow.
I've learned how to manage the playlist,
Yeah,
add stuff
absolutely.
like that. So,
Yeah.
it was interesting. I just never wanted to stop learning. So,
Yeah.
I definitely made my way around. I mean, I've anchored, been on set. So, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's really amazing. And just a final question. If you were to give any piece of advice to either incoming students, graduate students, or people that might want to join the School of Media and Communication or SM2 in general, what type of advice would you give them as like parting words, I guess?
When you come in, make sure that everything that you do your best at. Like, just create stuff that you are passionate about, and people will see the reflection of it. Because, I mean, if it's not important to you, people can notice. So, like, when you get these assignments, when they give you the option to choose, don't just choose on a whim. Like, do your research, find out what you can and can't do, and just blow it out of the water. I mean, there's so much you can do. And people say media and communication, there's like, what's that? It's like, it's endless. Like, you don't have to be in one set. You can be... I mean, it's better to learn everything anyway, because in the real world, you never have just one job.
Absolutely.
But no, just always put your best foot forward and keep going. So even if you feel like you're on the edge of a mental breakdown, your professors are there. They will help you. I've been in an office or two on the edge of a breakdown. So, but no, and always be respectful. And if you are having issues, don't wait till the last minute to reach out to somebody for help. Like, to your professor, because that makes them more agitated than anything. Just let them know, like, hey, look, I didn't get this until this time, and I'm doing this. Can I turn it in tomorrow? They're very lenient if you talk to them like a professional. Like, if you let them know what's going on, they're so lenient. Like, I mean, when I started my master's program, I had an appendectomy. So that was not fun. Yeah, first semester, it was like the third weekend. Everything was building up. It was September, and I was in the hospital for a week. It was awful. So, but yeah, just do your best, because the world needs your best.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Hughie, for coming on today and providing a voice for our Eagles, and have a happy graduation.
Thank you so much, Skylar.
Coming up, we've got Tyshun Hobson reporting on the Trey Reed's Vigil. Check it out.
One of Hattiesburg's most well-known leaders has supported the community for decades. Now, the city is returning the favor by renaming Pearl Street in his honor. Dr. Eddie Holloway was the first African-American dean of students for the University of Southern Mississippi. As a Hattiesburg native, he was also the first of 2 African-Americans elected for the city council in 1985. This month, the Hattiesburg City Council voted unanimously to rename portions of Pearl Street to Dr. Eddie Holloway Drive. City Council Representative Jeffrey George says Dr. Holloway has always been a great example.
I think that Dr. Holloway's commitment to this city, the impact he's had on Hattiesburg and the University of Southern Mississippi, it was only fitting to recognize him with such a high honor. And like I said, as someone that, he was a mentor of mine when I was in school, I just have so much respect for the way he carries himself, the way he represents this university and this city.
After more than 40 years at USM, what excites Dr. Holloway the most is seeing students succeed.
I think my greatest thrill is to see students develop and to see students experience those new possibilities and new opportunities that perhaps they never envisioned as a result of some task or some effort that I could entice them to participate in.
Dr. Eddie Holloway Drive will stretch from 40th Avenue to Golden Eagle Avenue on the Southern Miss campus. The street will officially be renamed in mid-October with the dedication ceremony shortly after. For Hattiesburg, this renaming isn't just about a street, it's about honoring a man who has shaped both the city and the university for generations. Kennedy Drake, SMTV.
Thanks for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Huge thanks to Cardell Whiting, our audio engineer, and Daniel Page, our video engineer, for keeping this bird flying. Big shout out to our assistant producer, Rosines Monty, and our program director, Adeline Fields, and our GM, Dr. Wilbur Martin. Don't forget to follow SM2 Media on social media. I'm your Tuesday, Thursday show host, Skylar Angus Barker. Stay golden, Eagles.